You have to enjoy the journey. If you wait until you reach your goal to celebrate, it's mentally debilitating. So you have to have monumental steps along the way. Set very doable goals as you're trying to reach the impossible thing. Me being a TV star, every single body I knew told me, that's impossible. You go work with your father and your brothers for construction. So when I was in high school, I worked construction with my father. I hated it. It's good money right here. I kept looking on TV, man.
I am the world's best at getting into situations and the world's worst at getting out. Because sometimes it's become so complicated. It requires humility to quiet their ego enough to achieve the ability of change. Sometimes you have to go against what you said to correct where you are at that stage. And until you become strong enough to admit, yes, I said it, but I was wrong. And sometimes your ego will make you be loyal to a mistake. It was a mistake and you knew it was a mistake and you decided you would just take the easy way out and live with it. Our decisions, our mistakes can create disruption, and not only for us, disruption for other people. And when you look at what it's going to take to straighten it out, you just don't do it. You become trapped in a nightmare of regret. You'd be surprised how long you can live a life where you clap like you're free, you talk like you're free, but you're really not free at all because you are trapped in a complicated situation. You can't get out. You're just stuck. And so you clap stuck, and you sing stuck, and you go to work stuck, and you come home stuck. And yes, you get your dance in every now and then, but you go back stuck because dancing doesn't bring about change.
We must give our permission to fear to immobilize us. Whatever challenges or difficulty that it is, you got to handle it. Will it be easy? No. Will it be challenging? Yes. A friend of mine who's addicted to crack cocaine for years, he was talking about how challenging it was. What do you want me to tell you? That it's going to be a picnic? No. It's going to kick your butt? Yes, it is. But that's just what you must go through in order to get where you want to go. And you are strong enough to do it.
No more distractions. The older we get, the more we realize we're not going to be here forever. Life is flying by. It seems like just the other day I was in high school. Now that I'm 35, I think, where has this time gone? I'm kidding y'all, I'm 39. But when you realize how fast time is going, it should bring a sense of urgency, a sense of focus. Your assignment has an expiration date. Your time on this earth is not unlimited. When Jesus was about to be crucified, the scripture says he set his face toward Jerusalem because his hour had come. No more going to the desert, feeding the 5,000. No more waiting for the woman at the well. No more stopping by Zacchaeus' house for dinner. Those things were fine for a season, but now he didn't have time for distractions. His hour had come. God is saying to you, your hour has come. If you're going to reach your highest potential, you have to do like Jesus and set your face. You can't be distracted by things that are keeping you from your purpose. You don't have time to waste worried about what people think about you. Your time is too valuable to respond to every critic, every negative comment, try to convince people that you really are okay. Those are distractions. Everyone is not going to like you. Everyone's not going to accept you. Quit trying to convince someone to understand you that's determined to misunderstand you. Some people don't want to be for you, and that's okay. You don't need them to fulfill your destiny. But the enemy would love for us to spend time and energy trying to win someone over that's never going to be won over. You have to set your face. The people that need to be for you will be for you. God has already lined up the right people. People that will celebrate you. People that will cheer you on. People that stick with you through thick and thin. But too often, we're trying to convince people to be our friend and convince them to spend time with us. But if someone doesn't see the gift that you are, if they don't recognize your talents, value your friendship, do yourself a favor and move on. No offense, but they are not a part of your destiny. You don't have to play up to people, let them manipulate you, hope that they call. Maybe they'll include you in their group. No, the people God has for you don't have to be talked into liking you. You won't be able to keep them away. They'll light up when you walk in the room. They can't wait to spend time with you. They'll go out of their way to do you favor. Now don't waste another minute trying to convince someone to like you, to call you, to come see you. If you have to talk them into it, they are not for you. They are a distraction. Well, Joel, these people at work are saying negative things about me. They're trying to make me look bad. It's not your job to straighten them out. Let God fight your battles. Let God be your vindicator. You're not supposed to engage in every conflict. Don't fight battles that are not between you and your destiny. Most of the things that come against us are simply distractions. You have to keep your face set. It takes discipline to say, I am not going to respond, not going to waste my valuable time. I have a destiny to fulfill. My hour has come. Proverbs says, avoiding a fight is a mark of honor. It's easy to get in conflict, upset, offended, want to pay people back. That doesn't take any discipline. Avoiding a fight, not taking the bait, not being drawn into conflict, that takes your face being set. The next time something comes against you, ask yourself, is this a battle worth fighting, or is it simply a distraction? That person that cut you off in traffic, is it worth getting upset over when you're never going to see them again? That coworker that leaves you out, doesn't give you credit, do you think they can stop your destiny? That somehow they're more powerful than what God has ordained for you? They're distractions. The only way they can hinder you is if you get baited into conflict. Best thing you could do, ignore it. Don't give it the time of day. When David heard Goliath taunting the Israelites, he asked what the reward was for killing the giant. He didn't just run out and fight him because he was saying negative things. Sure, David didn't like that, but he understood this principle. He didn't get involved in battles that weren't between him and his destiny. They told him whoever killed the giant would get the king's daughter as his wife, and their family would be exempt from taxes. With that one victory, David's whole family line would change. They would go from a low-income family of shepherds to royalty. They would be in the king's family. David thought, this is a battle worth engaging. This is worth spending my time and energy. Now, I'm not saying to be passive and don't fight any battles. I'm saying to look at what the spoils are. Will it just feed your ego? You paid them back. You made them look bad. Or will it propel you into your destiny? We fight too many battles that don't matter. They're talking about me. I'm going to go straighten them out. After you straighten them out, someone else will start talking. Here's what I've learned. Nobody talks about people that aren't doing anything. Nobody tries to discredit someone that doesn't have any influence. The reason they're talking about you is because you're a difference maker. You're a world changer. They can see the gifts, the influence, the favor on your life. The brighter the light, the more the heat. The higher God takes you, the more people are going to see you. And sometimes, instead of celebrating you, people will get jealous, try to pull you down, get you into conflict. Don't take the bait. It's a distraction. Keep your face set. Stay focused on your purpose. Before David faced Goliath, his father asked him to take lunch to his brothers that were in another city on the battlefield. David arrived and gave the lunch to his oldest brother. He was jealous of David. He said in front of everyone, "What are you doing here, David? What did you do with those few sheep you're supposed to be taking care of?" Instead of thanking David for traveling several days, he insulted him, tried to belittle him. Now, David had killed a lion and a bear with his own hands. He was young, but he was not a weakling. I have no doubt he could have taken care of his brother. But David thought, what are the spoils? What good is it going to do me if I embarrass my brother in front of his peers like he did me? He realized all that would do was feed his ego. There was no reward. The scripture says David turned and walked away. He ignored it. One reason we're talking about him is he knew which battles to fight. He didn't engage in every conflict.